Right now on Denver 7 News at 6 a.m. Denver's housing market is too hot for many to handle. New this morning where people are moving to in order to afford a home.
Developing overnight, western wildfires explode in size, forcing families to flee.
It was scary when we left because we were getting ashes on us. It just seemed like it was above our house and coming our way really quickly.
All new at 6, blowing your budget for the gram. More adults are putting their bills on the back burner to impress their social media followers.
And Broncos country, get ready. Training camp starts this week. How you can meet some of the team's newest stars.
You can go out to training camp for free and post it on Instagram.
That's right.
That you were there. Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Photo op at training camp.
Well, fair warning, you have 2 days now to get a Russell Wilson jersey before training camp starts.
Yeah, they're probably sold out in some spots.
Pretty cool here. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Nicole Brady.
And I'm Brian Sanders. Happy Monday to you. Nice to get some rain over the weekend. Great for our lawns. Hot and dry to start the week though, Katie.
Yeah, for most of northern Colorado, we're going to be seeing dry conditions today, but it's a beautiful start to our morning after some widespread rain moved in from the mountains to the plains on Sunday. This morning you can see a live look from Westminster, mostly clear skies. We'll see increasing cloud coverage as we get into this afternoon. Temperatures are mild right now at 61 degrees both downtown and out to the airport. Relative humidity dropping, but still quite high at 90% this morning here in town. We are still seeing some of that moisture down south over the southeastern plains. That'll taper off, but the heavy rain and those line of storms moving over central Kansas and Nebraska at this hour. Your hourly planner here for the Denver metro area, expect a pretty nice day, warmer than yesterday. By noon we'll get to the low 80s. Daytime highs will be right around 90 degrees for most of us, with the upper 80s, low 90s from Montclair neighborhood down into Centennial up through Brighton and Broomfield. Here's a look at our futurecast. As mentioned, it's going to stay mostly sunny to partly cloudy, dry conditions, especially north of I-70. After about 3 o'clock into the mountains down south, we do have the chance for a few isolated storms, but a better possibility of seeing those storms and showers tomorrow and through a big portion of the week. Mike, I'll take you through the full forecast coming up.
Sounds good, Katie. And let's go ahead and take a look outside from our CDOT camera at 6th Avenue and I-25. As you can see, traffic is flowing smoothly, and that's really been the story of the morning on this Monday morning when it comes to your morning commute. Let's go ahead and take a look at some drive times. We'll take a look at the one closest to that CDOT camera. Eastbound 6th Avenue from I-70 to I-25, 9 minutes. Eastbound I-70 from 6th Avenue to I-25, just 11 minutes at this hour. A little bit further to the south, westbound C-470 from Wadsworth to I-70, 14 minutes. And eastbound running really close to the same. We had a little bit of a slowdown northbound I-25 from C-470 to Colfax earlier. That has since cleared up, and now we're running about 13 minutes in the green. Southbound's the same. And finally, southbound I-225 from Parker Road to I-25 running in 4 minutes on this Monday morning.
Thank you, Micah. New this morning, Colorado's hot housing market is now driving people away.
And we could see another interest rate increase this week. So we're taking a 360 in-depth look at the state of the housing market. First, of course, that Fed meeting this week. It starts tomorrow and will likely end Wednesday with another rate hike. Many analysts expect a 0.75% increase. That's the same as June, when the Fed ordered the largest increase since 1994. This is all to tame inflation, which is at more than 9.1%. There are some fears these rate increases will push our country into a recession, but over the weekend, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen downplayed that, saying a strong jobs market and other factors will soften the blow.
Consumer spending remains solid. It's continuing to grow. Industrial output has grown in 5 of the 6 most recent months. Credit quality remains very strong. Household balance sheets are generally in good shape, but inflation is way too high.
Yeah, and now we're seeing the trickle-down effect here. Last week, the number of people applying to get mortgages dropped, hitting the lowest point since 2000. You can blame the higher interest rates, which now stand around 5.8%, and nationally home sales fell for the 5th month in a row. So the average monthly mortgage payment in the Denver metro area is $2,900, and that does not include taxes and insurance on top of that.
Yeah, so it might be no surprise to you that people are now leaving Denver for more affordable cities. Unbelievable. We were once the place everyone was coming to. Redfin, though, ranks Denver now 8th in a list of cities where home buyers are getting out. And here's where they want to go instead. Miami tops the list. You can see another city in Florida is second, Tampa, followed by Phoenix, Sacramento, California, and Las Vegas. Those are the top 5. And then you see San Diego on there. Even some more expensive cities are still attractive because apparently some people also are craving the warmer weather. And that's why they're leaving cities like Denver.
Okay, well, we can't control the weather, but some cities are considering some incentives to get people to stay here. Boulder County is offering landlords a bonus of $2,500 for offering space to the homeless. Fort Collins is asking people to take a survey on housing this week, which asks about creating a rental license program and expanding the current occupancy limits. And then Denver is also considering a plan to give people in shelters $1,000 a month to help them find stable housing. So across the metro, you see a lot of developments popping up all over the place. They can't build homes fast enough. Here's a look at some of the projects in the works for Aurora near the airport. Denver 7's Christian Lopez joins us live in that area with a preview of thousands of homes that are coming online soon and what that will mean for us.
Yeah, there are several residential and commercial projects in the works. Right now, we are standing just a few blocks away from E470, and we can see that construction all around the area. Last year, the city of Aurora issued permits for $1.9 billion for new construction projects. And at last check in May, just a couple months ago, the city has already spent $624 million. City leaders say that this is a great place to live and work, so they're excited for these new developments.
Throughout the pandemic, we have seen very strong development activity across the city, and so that is both in new areas of the city where we haven't had development before. So a lot of that's out in the area south of the airport, between I-70 and the airport. We have a couple of large master plan communities going on out there. That includes Painted Prairie, which is the 1 square mile just south of the Gaylord out there.
And Painted Prairie is a planned community that will have 4,200 units. So far, 10% of those have been built. There's also Aurora Highlands. 360 units for that one are under construction. More than 12,000 more are planned. And there's High Point, 2,700 units planned for that one. And so far, 700 are built. And that is just 3 of 14 planned development projects that are a mixture of retail, commercial, and residential. Live this morning, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
All right, thank you, Christian. We have been covering Colorado's housing market extensively over the past several months, and you can find all of our stories right now on thedenverchannel.com. Just click on the 360 in-depth tab.
Breaking overnight, Inglewood police shot and killed a 22-year-old man. Officers say he shot at them first. We have a live look now from Air Tracker 7 at the scene of that shooting. There are still investigators out there. Police were responding to a disturbance call at a home on South Grove Street off of West Bellwood Drive. No officers were hurt in that shooting. The officers involved are on administrative leave while that investigation continues. And we're working to learn more about a situation in Boulder County. Officials found a body on a trail yesterday morning. It was near the Realization Point trailhead on Flagstaff Mountain. Police haven't confirmed the cause of death or the identity of the person found.
A new massive fire near Yosemite National Park is forcing evacuations for 6,000 people. California's governor has declared a state of emergency. You can see how big the flames got. Right now, firefighters are working around the clock because the area is still dealing with extreme drought, and that's fueling the flames. Several structures are already destroyed and thousands are without power.
It's touch and go with, the new fire activity in the daytime now. There's, it can go any direction. It seems like we're hoping for the best because we don't know yet if the house is there.
So scary. They're calling this latest fire the Oak Fire. It's burned more than 15,000 acres and there is no containment on it right now. The other one, the Washburn Fire near giant sequoia trees, is 80% contained.
Well, this week we all get our first chance to see the Broncos, the new
That's
Broncos
right.
in action.
New and improved here. Training camp starts Wednesday. There will be 14 practices free and open to fans, and one is a joint workout with the Cowboys. Gates open at 9 a.m. Wednesday. Space, though, is limited, so you'll want to get there early for a good spot. Players will be available to sign autographs after practice on the west end of the fields. If you want to see the full schedule, just head to our website, thedenverchannel.com. Hopefully, Katie, they won't be ducking in and out of their indoor facility with the rain.
Right, and for Broncos training camp Wednesday at Dove Valley, it's looking like a sunny, nice morning with increasing clouds into the afternoon, but we will see more thunderstorms after about 3 o'clock by the middle of the week. Today, it's going to be partly to mostly cloudy by midday and daytime highs in the high 80s to around 90. Micah.
And Katie, we just had a crash pop up on the traffic map. I pulled up the CDOT camera closest to the area. This was at I-225 and Mississippi Avenue. It looks like the CDOT camera moved on me. This is impacting northbound lanes. I'll see what I can do to try to get you a better picture of this and your drive times for the area coming up in just a few minutes.
It's a trail where you can conquer 4 14ers in Colorado all at once, but its future is now in question. Why owners of the land could block access to hikers.
Plus, the price of impressing your social media followers, how the fear of missing out is creating bad spending habits. And it's time to celebrate Colorado with some free deals. The tours, tickets, and concerts being offered for Colorado's birthday.